I'm back, bitches. And today I thought, because my skin is looking so good these days, I'm gonna ruin it with some makeup. So I wanted to do a get ready with me, but I wanted also to talk about some important things, and those are skills to deal with triggers, with panic attacks, with flashbacks and stuff like that. So to start, I want to say, I believe there is something on this list for everyone. If you try stuff out, I think you can find something that will fit your situation, your personality, and yeah. First thing on the list are sensory skills. We're gonna start with hearing. For some of these you might think, well, that's just stupid to do, but trust me, it can work. It can work really well in a bad situation. So for hearing, there are a few things that I find quite pleasant. I gotta say, these are only the skills that I think would work for me. There are a lot of other skills that you can use to deal with triggering situations or stuff like that. So for hearing, first thing is listening to birds chirping. Especially now in the spring, I think that's a beautiful sound. Every morning, go onto the balcony and just listen to the birds. Second one is listen to your favorite music. Of course, it shouldn't be music that triggers you even more. So when you want to get out of a depressive episode, don't listen to depressive music. I think that makes sense. Another hearing skill that you can use is meditation music. Now, if you've never tried meditating, this might sound a little like ridiculous, I guess. That's how I started out, but honestly, it can help to relax. While I'm personally not a huge fan of like meditating or whatever, meditation music still sometimes helps me to just calm down. I cannot for the life of me find my usual brow gel, so I guess I'm using a different one because I have two for some reason. Oh wait, no, this is an eyeliner. I almost just spread eyeliner all across my eyebrows. So another hearing skill that I really like is listening to rain or raindrops. It doesn't have to be raining for that, you know. There are lots and lots and lots of audios out there on the internet that have super relaxing rain sounds. I personally love rain. I love rain, I love storms, I love when it's a bit colder, I guess. So for me personally, that can really help me to relax again. Moving on, we're going with the next sensory skill, which is smelling. And just going over this quickly is smell your favorite perfume, smell some flowers or some scented candles. That can really help. And if you feel like it helps you a lot, like the smelling skill in general, you can get those scented lip balms, those round ones, and just have it in your pocket at all time. And I think it's important to have something that you can go to at all times, because you never know when you're gonna get triggered or anything. I gotta say, this is a bit too dark for me, but I'm hoping that with summer coming, and I hope this year I'll be outside a little bit more than usual, since I gained a lot of confidence with losing weight. I hope that I'll get a little tan and then it fits better. So the next sensory skill is looking, seeing with your eyes. For that, there are some kind of, I feel like, special things that you might have to get specifically for this. What I personally like is looking at glass marbles. I think they're fascinating. Another one is a lava lamp, which sadly I don't have, but I really want to get one because I really like looking at those. And still to this day, I do not get how lava lamps work. And if someone wants to explain it to me, I'll be probably too stupid to understand, but you can try, please. Thank you. And another one is looking at drawings. Either your own, like only if you think positive about your drawings, obviously, or at other people's drawings that you like. Next sensory skill is tasting. This is something I only recommend to people who do not have an eating disorder because it could trigger the eating disorder, obviously. And that's not what we want, is it? Quick, blended, quick. Back to the skills. Taste some kind of sweet of your choice. Get your favorite sweets and just enjoy it, like actively enjoy it. Take a small bite, I don't know, of chocolate and just let it melt in your mouth. That's just a whole different experience, I feel like, than just eating it normally, you know? Next would be tea or coffee, of course, only if you like either of those. I think especially with tea, it's very interesting to do because there are so many different flavors, and I personally have a lot of different flavors for cold tea, so I can even do this in the summer without like having issues of being too warm or whatever. Personally, I'm not a big coffee fan, but I like a latte macchiato every now and then. My baby hairs are super in the way. Like, does anyone else have this issue? I don't know. Probably. And the last one for tasting is peanut butter. I don't know why. It was on a list I got from my therapist in the clinic. And I was like, why peanut butter? Well, because it's a special taste. I don't know. I think, like, especially for Europeans, peanut butter isn't as common here. So probably that's why. And I do have some protein peanut butter and some protein like peanut butter chocolate spread. For me, they have a pretty special taste, I guess. But I guess anything that has like a not so common taste would be something. Another thing I liked, which I used yesterday, is we have these chips with ketchup flavoring, and they're surprisingly good. So yesterday I used those, and they're awesome. Let's get to the last sensory skill, which is feeling, of course. I bought new brushes and I really want to try them out. Should I do that? I mean, I bought them to use them, right? So for feeling, the first thing I have is animal fur. I love to pet my animals, and it really, really distracts me from, like, I guess everything negative in the world. To just sit down, pet my rabbit, pet my cat, and just relax. Next on the feeling list, I have to softly tap your whole body, which can just bring you back into reality. If you just stand there, pull your arm out, and then go like this. And do that for your whole body, just so you get to feel yourself again. When in doubt, blend it out. Next off is cuddle a soft toy. I know not everyone has like a soft toy or anything, but if you have one, use it. It can help a lot. And the last one on the feeling list is a hedgehog ball, which I'm gonna put a... Can you hear that? I'm gonna put a picture in because I'm not sure if the actual English word for that is hedgehog ball, but that's the literal translation from German. So I personally, for the past few months, had one, or I have one, in my purse at all times, because it really helps me when I'm stressed. I'm almost always scared when I drive, when I don't drive myself. So for example, when my boyfriend drove and I sat next to him, I was so tense, super tense, and kind of scared because I wasn't in control, you know. So I just had my hedgehog ball and just fumbled around with it a little bit. My back is hurting so much. I don't know why. What next? Eyebrows. So moving on from the sensory skills, we're going over to distraction through cognitive skills. Now, what are cognitive skills? Basically, stuff where you have to use your head. Number 1 on that list is to play the game Categories. And you can play that by yourself as well. Go into Google and type in random letter generator, press the button, take the letter, and try to fill out your own categories as fast as possible. Second is plan your day's activities. If it's today or tomorrow's activities, it doesn't fucking matter. You can also, what I like to do, or not what I like to do, but what we did in one of our therapies in the clinic I was in November, December, we created our perfect day. Like, if we didn't have any limitations, money is no limitation, our mental health is no limitation, our physical health is no limitation, how would our perfect day look like? And I think that was a pretty nice exercise, I guess. And yeah, I really like that. So that's a possibility as well. Another thing is brain teasers, of course. I always like to do those. There are a lot of apps that you can use for that stuff. My other new brushes. Oh! I want to go for a pretty like soft and simple look today because I don't know, I do like proper high-end makeup a lot, and I like it, but like, can I do everyday makeup? I have no fucking idea. So while I do gymnastics here, the next one is do a jigsaw puzzle. I still have 2 puzzles in my fucking cabinet that I wanted to do for ages. I haven't done yet, and I don't know. I like doing jigsaw puzzles, so I don't know what my problem is. Some other cognitive skills are take online quizzes, play the game Memory, and name cities from A to Z. That rhymed, and it wasn't even on purpose. Next category is to pull yourself back into reality through bodily skills. That includes to, for example, snap a rubber band on your wrist. That's something that I used to do to keep myself from self-harming, and it worked quite a bit. Another one is if you have the possibility to just scream. Like, let it all out. Maybe go into the forest where no one can see and hear you and just let it out. Let it go, as Elsa would say. I know it's not that easy. I personally have never done it before, but I think that it could help a lot. I've heard that from a few people who have tried it. Personally, never tried it. Never really had the possibility, I guess. But I can imagine that it's just super freeing. I wanted to try some stuff out today, like with false lashes and maybe eyeliner, but I'm like, no, I don't want to ruin this even more. Some other things to get yourself back through bodily skills is to practice balancing, to drink some lemon juice or like bite into a lemon, to take a cold shower or a cold bath, eat some super sour candy, or listen to loud music. Listening to loud music can also help because like you can scream, sing, you know what I mean? And I think that can help quite a bit. Next category is relaxation. For that, I put down go to a cafe, take a nap. Sometimes you just need a fucking nap. Don't feel bad for it, okay? You can read a book or an article, something that doesn't upset you. Practice mindfulness. That's what I talked about with like tasting the chocolate. at the beginning, be mindful or try meditating. Next thing, distraction by doing something. I mean, that's pretty clear. I still put down some examples. And here we have the jigsaw puzzle again, or play video games, read something, play an instrument if you can, exercise, do some household chores that you maybe put off for a while. Try learning a new language. That's always fun, I think. Paint some mandalas, take a nap, write some poems or stories, sort your documents, write a letter, write a pro and contra list, paint, sing, craft, memorize something new, play with your pet, scribble on some paper. There are so many things that maybe you usually don't think about. That's why I made the list for myself as well. Because especially in a situation where you're like super stressed and stuff, you're just like, no, nothing is there. Nothing I want to do right now. So if you have a list with stuff that can distract you, and you look at it while you're in a tense situation or in a triggering situation, then maybe you're like, oh yeah, right, I could do that. So the last category for skills is change the moment through fantasy. If you don't know what that means, it might sound weird. And it might even be weird doing these things the first couple of times. But trust me, they can help, even if they do sound weird. So first thing is a fantasy trip, where you can create your own safe place, like your perfect space in the world, just through your mind. Or you can search for a red fantasy trip on YouTube. There are a few, and there are a few good ones. And I really like that, to calm down and to relax, and you can even fall asleep to those. It's so nice sometimes. Another one is to look at old photos, but only at positive ones, none that would upset you or bring back negative memories. Same with to remind yourself of memories. Remind yourself of pleasant memories, not of unpleasant memories. Anyway, those were the skills that I think can help in a triggering situation or a stressful situation. I hope there are some that can help you. Maybe try them out for yourself. If you have some that helped you that I didn't mention, let me know in the comments down below. If you did enjoy this video, please leave it a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. I hope you have an awesome day or night wherever you are, and I will see you next time. Bye!